In this episode of Power Sports Adventures, we're at the Blackfoot Pride Days, racing snowmobiles across the water. The winner will take home the cash, and some, let's just say, it's a sinking feeling. Then it's my turn to find the answer to the age-old question, do cats really like the water? And Meg gets wild and crazy in a sprint boat. All this and more coming up next on Power Sports Adventures.
That's a nice little steel.
Power Sports Adventures is sponsored by Starting Line Products, setting the world's performance standards. UTV Tech, Power Performance Protection, utvtech.com. Polson Trailer Sales, build your own trailer at polsontrailers.com. Arctic Cat, share our passion. Motosport.com, largest online motorsports parts and accessories. Sled the Rockies. Plan the perfect vacation at sledtherockies.com. Zebros Racing, RSFX and Exit Shocks. Dirt Toys Magazine, the authority in dirt power sport.
Welcome to Power Sports Adventures. I'm here with Brent Rigby, and Brent is in charge of the water races today at the Blackfoot Pride Days. Brent, how many years has the race been running?
Well, we started in '96 officially, and a couple of years prior to that they did some exhibition running, and then it just caught on in '96 to get the crowd here for Pride Days. And then we had a couple of years that we didn't have any water in the lake here, and so we did kind of have a break, and then we got going again, and it's been about the last 7 years we've had water and we've run.
Now, sleds are normally manufactured to run on the snow, but today we're going to put them on water. Brent, what would a driver of a snowmobile do to get a sled ready to run on the water today?
You know, they're going to try to lighten it up. They're going to take a seat. Usually they'll take the seats off, sometimes even the fuel tanks, so that they don't get water down in that to run. They try to get it so that they can launch off and be right up on top of the water, because we only give them about a foot before they hit the water. So they've got to come off that line really good.
Okay, now I'm with Alan Evans, and he's a staff member here at the Blackfoot Pride Days, and particularly over the water races. And Alan, what would happen if these snowmobiles did sink?
Well, we've got a really good staff here to help retrieve these snowmobiles. We make them tie a milk jug on the back so we can find them once they go down, of course. And we do have some jet skis and a boat, and they will dive down and pick them up if it's too deep and hook up, and we'll pull them back to the bank and get them out of there as soon as we can so we can keep rolling.
Now, in past years, has quite a few of them sank, or did you get them clear across without any problem?
You know, it depends on the year. When the water gets a little choppy, a lot of times we'll have a little problem with them sinking. I don't know what we'll have today. It'll be interesting. The starting is critical. If they don't get up on top and start planing quickly, they've got a real potential to go down. So a lot of it will happen right at the start unless they take some water on the belt or something halfway across. So we could sink some today. Yeah, today we have approximately 35 racers with us. There is stock class, modified. Some of them are heavily modified, and I don't know if we have a turbo here today, but we have in the past. That's kind of an interesting, fun one to watch when they go. We've got a lot of help here. We've got the Bingham County Marine Patrol, who is our local county Marine division, and they're the ones that spearhead all the retrieval here and take care of everyone getting in and out safely. They'll stay put until a sled goes down, and then they'll go out to retrieve the rider if he leaves the sled, of course, and then they'll dive down and hook onto that snowmobile to pull it back up.
We have all the racers in attendance for the drivers' meeting as Brent Rigby explains the rules of the race today. 2 racers at a time, stay in your own lane, and finishing the race without sinking pretty well sums up the rules. Wandering outside your lane is automatic disqualification. The start is on a small piece of sand where the racer must enter the water, stay in his own lane, divided by red buoys, and end up at the far end of the lake, which is the finish line. And oh yeah, don't sink. Jack stands are provided to allow the racer to warm up his or her snowmobile. The start crew is on hand to help the racer.
Our job is to get these guys started up, get them on the jack stands, make sure their motors are warmed up and clean to go.
We've got a couple snowmobiles lined up, ready to go here. They are getting the engines warmed up, and as soon as they're ready to go, the flagger will make sure they're ready and give them the signal, and off they'll go, and hopefully they make a nice transition into the water.
We come back, the lake has claimed its first snowmobile and rider, and the recovery crew is going to work, bringing it up out of the water. Coming up next on Power Sports Adventures.
There's a saying, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Well, forgive us if we think that's a load of crap, because to us, every wheel deserves the same detailed attention. Just like every bolt, every wire, every inch of paint. So you want to know what greases our wheel? ATVs that are built right here. Arctic Cat, share our passion.
UTV Tech, specializing in power, performance, and protection products. UTV Tech offers Max Flow Series vents and grills, increased protection for your radiator, while letting your unit run cooler. ProTech Series underbody protection, including A-arm guards, rock sliders, and Under Armour. For more information, visit us on the web at www.utvtech.com/free catalog or give us a call at 208-522-1301.
Welcome back to Power Sports Adventure. This segment is brought to you by Up North Sports for snowmobile, ATV, and motorcycle gear, parts, and accessories. Check out our great everyday savings at upnorthsports.com.
We're at Jensen's Grove in Blackfoot, Idaho, and everyone is having a great time. Snowmobile racers from all over the area have shown up to win the cash and claim the bragging rights. Racers start on this small patch of sand, enter the water as smooth as possible so not to splash water into the engine or the clutch. The finish line is on the far end of the lake. Getting water on the motor or clutch spells disaster, as the lake claims its first racer. As the sled begins to sink, the racer realizes he has to free up his jug so the recovery diver can dive down and find his sled on the bottom of the lake. It's a helpless feeling as the racer watches his favorite snowmobile sinking out of sight. But never fear, the recovery crew is here, first picking up the racer and then moving in with the Bingham County Marine Patrol boat and diver. The diver enters the water where the jug marks the spot, hooks a tow hook and a rope to the front of the snowmobile, bringing the rope to the boat ramp where the recovery boat and a crew of workers then hooks the rope to a skid loader. Diver stays with the snowmobile to ensure the sled hasn't rolled over on its top, breaking the hood and the handlebars off. You can see that these guys have the recovery business down to a science, or maybe it just comes from past years' experience.
Now the critical part, as timing is everything. As the racers' pit crew move in to get the water out of the engine by first taking out the spark plugs. First, the crew turn the sled on its side, trying to drain as much water out of the engine and clutch area as possible. And then pulling the start rope with the key turned off and trying to get the water out of all the cylinders. We're back to racing, and another sled gets swallowed up by the lake. The recovery crew is getting a workout today. But don't get the idea that all the racers are going to sink. These snowmobiles are capable of 60, 70 plus miles per hour across the water as they reach the finish line on the other side. Remember when we talked about the start and how critical it is to make sure your sled is warmed up and ready to hit the water with full power? This race is all about elimination of riders until only one racer is declared the winner. So making sure everything is just the way you want it is the name of the game. After the sled is all warmed up, the racer sets the track hard in the sand for the best possible hole shot. When we come back, it's my turn to ride my Arctic Cat HCR across the lake and find out once and for all if cats really do like the water. All this and more coming up next on Power Sports Adventures.
From mild to wild, Starting Line products can help with your RZR accessory needs. Heavy-duty front and rear bumper kits, rocker armor, high flow, quiet silencer, secure storage glove box, and side doors are just a taste of the products offered. For a free catalog, call us at 208-529-0244 or visit us online at startinglineproducts.com.
You look good in white. Very good. Win an amazing sled trip for 4 to Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. Visit sledtherockies.com to enter.
Motosport.com. You will find a huge selection of in-stock products designed for riders like you for ATV and motorcycle parts and accessories, including OEM parts and all the top brands. Visit motosport.com.
Welcome back to Power Sports Adventures. This segment is brought to you by Arctic FX Graphics. Arctic FX Graphics offers best designs, awesome quality, and superior customer service. Want graphics for your sled? Check out ArcticFXGraphics.com. Okay, you've seen quite a few sleds running across here, and some of them made it, and some of them haven't. And I've been talking to some of the drivers around here, and they say that cats don't like the water, but we're going to find out. Okay, we made it to the other side. We had a great time. The The water was fantastic. I was a little nervous when I took off. You might have seen that, but after I got out there, I knew the sled was up on plane and it done exactly what it was supposed to do. We're having a great day at the Blackfoot Pride Days.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get the other sled drug out of the way that went down into the deep, we are waiting here. We're also here with Power Sports Adventures. They're here filming this. That was the sled that you saw go across the water earlier, and we're grateful for Power Sports Adventures to be here. Incidentally, the filming for today is for a TV show, Power Sports Adventures. This particular episode will air this fall. It'll be on Saturdays at 3 p.m., DirecTV Channel 608, Dish Network Channel 240. If you want to check out the show and check out some updates, www.powersportsadventures.com.
Well, we're back to snowmobile racing on the water at Jensen Grove at the Blackfoot Pride Days. This is the finals, and every racer wants the cash. They have spent countless hours getting their snowmobiles ready for this race, but sometimes things just don't work out as planned, as this racer is finding out. When we come back, it's Meg's turn as she gets a wild, wet, and crazy ride in a sprint boat. Then I will show you some really cool trailers when we visit the Polsons in the Gearbox. You're watching Power Sports Adventures.
There's a saying, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Well, forgive us if we think that's a load of crap, because to us, every wheel deserves the same detailed attention. Just like every bolt, every wire, every inch of paint. So you want to know what greases our wheel? ATVs that are built right here. Arctic Cat, share our passion.
Polson Trailer Sales, your one-stop trailer solution center. Build the exact trailer you need at PolsonTrailers.com, specializing in custom trailers nationwide. At PolsonTrailers.com.
In the world, there are 3 states of bliss: Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. Win an amazing sled trip for 4. Visit SledTheRockies.com to enter.
Welcome back to Power Sports Adventures. This segment is brought to you by HMK. For the world's best snowmobile gear and apparel, visit hmkusa.com. And for a limited time, receive a free DVD with every order over $50.
Okay, we're almost done with the water races here in Blackfoot, but there's something I have to try. Now, these are called sprint boats, and these things are really fast and they turn on a dime. So you know what? I'm going to go out with one and try it out. Let's go see how they work.
While I'm out here on the water enjoying my ride, let's go check in with Blake in the Gearbox.
Welcome to the Gearbox. I'm here with Dave and Joanne Polson from Polson Trailers. These guys specialize in custom trailers. You can actually build your own trailer. Now we're standing in front of a beautiful trailer. And Dave, tell me about this trailer.
This is one of our living quarters trailers, which is really a popular item now. With the cost of fuel and everything, people are downsizing a little bit into vehicles that can be pulled and incorporated behind your pickup truck, your standard truck. Okay, this particular trailer by ATC Motive was designed for the off-road vehicles in mind, whether it be a sand rail or a Jeep or the UTVs or the four-wheelers, motorcycles. It's got a little smaller garage, but it has an increased load capacity for the weight of those vehicles of 21,000 pounds. It has a transport frame under it, so it's something you're not going to hurt when you load it heavy. We're up front for the guys, first of all, the ones that have to pull these trailers and use them out on the road. We have a hydraulic landing gear that has a self-leveling ability so that it'll sense the ground and it'll level the front of this trailer as it comes up off of the vehicle. Out here we have a lot of four-wheel drive vehicles, and so they have a tendency to be very high at the bed rail. So this trailer is built with an increased clearance above what we call the gooseneck area. We've made a couple of slight differences underneath here too. This one is where the propane bottles and the power cords and everything are stored. But on this particular unit, we've moved the generator to the front of the trailer. Let's go look at the garage area now through these nice doors. Okay, we're in the garage area of this trailer now, and it's been designed around a tall off-road vehicle. So it's a 16.5-foot length. It does have a 7.5-foot ceiling with a door opening that's slightly under 7.5 feet. The cabinets are all up, and trying to keep it compact. As we come over here to the other side, you see the airline track tie-down system on the walls. This is for stowing your tables and your chairs or your pop-ups and the things that you may want to carry that you don't want laying on the floor of the trailer. We're going to go inside now in the living quarters in the area that we all enjoy, but it's specifically designed for the ladies. All right, let's walk inside the living quarters.
This is the area of the trailer that I most enjoy. The quality and workmanship in this living quarter make it a wonderful home away from home. As you can see here, the cabinets are all nice hardwood. It's got a good sized fridge, a microwave, and this cooktop, the countertops with plenty of cupboard storage area. Over here on the side, there's a small pantry area, which is great for any of your canned goods or paper items that you might want to bring. This is the slide out portion of the trailer, which makes the trailer much more roomy. It has a very comfortable couch, which makes out into a nice bed. So here is your bathroom, a nice shower, sink, very large wardrobe closets, storage closets, and of course, a nice comfortable bed.
Well, Dave, I have really enjoyed the tour today, and you've given me some interesting things to think about.
You know, Blake, it's been our pleasure. We've really enjoyed having you here. But in the brief time we've had together, we've only barely been able to scratch the surface of what we can offer you here at Polson Trailer Sales. From our custom trailers to our utilities, the equine, our RV trailers, the collision repair that we do. We really are a full-service dealership, and please check out our website, polsontrailers.com, or you can give us a call at 1-800-752-5636. Look and explore for yourselves the thing that Polson Trailers can offer to you and the things that we do here, from our sales to our service and our repair. And remember, at Polson Trailers, we are hooking you up, and please visit the website where you can build your own trailer.
Well, back to the water, and while I knew these sprint boats were fast and nimble, I had no idea of the G-force that they can produce in a turn. Wow, I can tell you, this is one exciting ride. It was fantastic, a great way to end here at the Pride Days in Blackfoot, Idaho.
Power Sports Adventures is sponsored by Starting Line Products, setting the world's performance standards. UTV Tech, Power Performance Protection. Polson Trailer Sales, build your own trailer at polsontrailers.com. Arctic Cat, share our passion. Motosport.com, largest online motorsports parts and accessories. Sled the Rockies, plan the perfect vacation at sledtherockies.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook.